Okay. Um, but, okay. Thanks, honorable members. The meeting is not chaired by a robot, it's chaired by a human being. So I have to show my video here. You are all welcome, honorable members. Welcome, officials from Treasury. I'm not sure who's here. I haven't seen the minister. I haven't seen deputy ministers. In case we'll want to seek clarity seeking questions. Be that as it may, we'll have to proceed and welcome the support team of SCOF and media and everybody. Do we have roll call and apologies? Honorable Beasley.
Morning,
Yes,
Chair.
okay.
Yeah, if I can be excused around 11:30, Chair, I've got to fly to Cape Town. So if the meeting's not finished by then, if I can be excused at that time, Chair.
I hope we will have finished by that time. Thanks, Honorable Beasley.
And so we have an apology from the DG of National Treasury, but National Treasury will be represented by Ms. Loramsen in the meeting.
Okay, that's the apology. Okay, thanks. Let's move to the next item. Consideration and adoption by the committee of the budget vote draft report to vote 8, the National Treasury. Can you please flight the report? Okay, starting from the introduction.
Chair, I've shared the report. I'm not sure if it's visible on your side.
Yeah, it's visible. Let me see. Yeah, it's visible. There we are, honorable members. We'll go from one section to another until the end. Then then we conclude. Under introductions start from 1.1 up to, take it down, look at the, there we are. Introduction from 1.1 up to 1.13. Any clarity seeking question or comment? We are fine. And then the next one, political overview, 2.1 up to there we are. 2.1 up to 2.10. Any comment or clarity seeking question? Okay, fine. Let's go to entities 3. Okay, there we are. I take it that we have read this report. That's why we process it in this manner. Under entities, are there comments, clarity seeking questions? Okay, we are fine. Next, National Treasury, vote allocation 4.1, move. Okay, there we are. Under 4, National Treasury, budget allocation, any comment? Okay, fine. Let's move to 5, National Treasury Annual Performance Plan. Okay, there we are, APP of National Treasury. Any comment? Okay, we are fine. SARS 6. Okay, there we are. Let's stop that 6. Any comment on SARS? APP Annual Performance Plan, Strat Plan. Okay, we are fine. 7, entities funded through Vote 8 transfers. Okay. Any comment on entities funded through Vote 8? Section 7. Okay, we are fine. 8, self-financing and levy. Okay, there we are. Any comment on self-funded entities? We are fine. 9. Let's proceed to 9, committee deliberation and responses by National Treasury, SARS and entities.
Chair at 9.34, which is where I think we're on.
Okay, Honorable Beasley, 9.34.
See how you made that mistake.
Is it Honorable Beck?
Correct, Chairperson.
Okay, Dr. Beck, over to you, 9.34.
Chair, there's a section that read, particular attention is also given to a dispute concerning the possible absence of a bankable feasibility study in relation to a specific investment. And I would add that it was also unclear from the PIC's responses whether a lack of bankable feasibility study was an anomaly or whether they occurred with other investments. Basically, we need to determine not just this particular investment or whether there's a structural problem.
Okay, can you assist Dr. Hlophe by putting something in writing so that it can be properly captured?
We can send them the comments after we are done with our deliberations today, Chair.
Okay, thanks. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, there we are. Committee observations and recommendations. Here we'll go from one paragraph to another, one by one, until the end. 10.1. Okay, we're fine. Let's move to 10.2. 10.2. Okay, proceed to 10.3. There we are. 10.4. We're fine with 10.4. 10.5. Okay. 10.6. Okay, it's fine.
Chair,
10.
I'm struggling to raise my hand on my gadget.
Okay.
On 10.6, Chair, on DBSA, just to say that the DBSA, as it will be participating in the credit guarantee vehicle, which is established by the state and has majority private ownership. I would like that we recommend that DBSA should develop a ring-fence credit guarantee vehicle and increase the ownership of DBSA and National Credit Guarantee Vehicle to have a state as the majority player and partner with the World Bank and other DFIs, so that you don't have the state that doesn't have any role to play in terms of that credit guarantee vehicle. Thanks.
Thanks. Dr. Hlop, is it 10.6 or 10.5? Because 10.6 is IFMS and Honorable Squad.
Chair, here we're still dealing with National Treasury under 10.6. DBSA will come down in the report. I'm not sure what numbering it is, but here we're still on National Treasury only.
Okay. No, I missed it, Chair. Thanks, Chair. Thanks.
Okay. We'll come to it later. 10.7. Honorable Mazibuko.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, I'm not sure if the numberings are then the same, because my 10.7 is about the Public Procurement Act. I think we are together. Yes, implementation of the Public Procurement Act, yes. On 10.7, Chair, I would want the committee to put an emphasis, because sometimes we have these acts and the implementation becomes a challenge or it delays. So I would like to add at the end, after the consequence management on 10.7, that the committee recommends that the APP of 2027-2028 financial year should be updated to prioritize implementation of the Public Procurement Act in the next financial year. I hope we are together. Thank you, Chair.
Chairperson.
Honorable Mazibuko. Honorable Beck.
Chairperson, the paragraph as it reads now is asking for an update, but what I'm hearing now from Honorable Mazibuko is an accelerated implementation plan. I don't think we're together on this issue. I propose that we keep it as it is.
That's what Honorable Mazibuko is recommending. So what is your take? Honorable Beck?
Chairperson, as we speak, this matter is in front of the Constitutional Court. It seems like a reasonable step to ask for an update. It seems like an unreasonable step to ask for an accelerated implementation plan. So we can ask for an update and then make an assessment. I suggest we keep it as it is.
It's something else for a matter to be in the Constitutional Court, but it's another for Parliament to consider its business. So there's no ruling as of now. If the Constitutional Court rule in whatever direction, we'll abide. But by now...
That also counts for impeachment committees, Chairperson.
Beck, what are you saying
No,
about it?
order. We can't allow that, Honorable Chair.
Let me listen.
We can't allow that interjection.
Let me listen to him. Dr. Beck, come back. What are you saying about impeachment?
It is a tongue-in-cheek comment, Chairperson. I was merely asking if what you're saying now also applies to impeachment committees.
How does impeachment committee come in here on the Public Procurement Act?
Well, you're saying, Chairperson, that Parliament must go on with its business regardless of rulings. And I wonder if that universally applies in your estimation.
Is there a ruling on the Public Procurement Act?
Is there a ruling on the court challenge against the impeachment committee kicking off its work, Chairperson?
Dr. Beck, you are coming with impeachment. We are dealing with procurement. Can we deal with Procurement Act?
Happy with that. It was a tongue-in-cheek comment, Chairperson.
Pardon?
It was merely a joke, Chairperson, a tongue-in-cheek comment. I'm happy for you to carry on as you were.
No, okay. Okay, not taken. Dr. Honorable Mazibuko, I interjected you. Sorry.
No, thank you very much, Chair. No, Chair, I was saying we are dealing with the report here. We are not joking, because now we won't be able to determine the joke and seriousness. So And what I'm saying, Chair, is that as you have correctly said, there's no ruling in court, and the court, whatever is in the court, does not impede the parliament to do its work. So I'm saying the fact that the department plans to implement the Public Procurement Act in 2028-29 and plans to review the act in the next financial year, that cannot be without implementation. So I'm agreeing to the update, but I am saying update to implement, Chair. So the recommendation is really to ensure that the department realigns its plan in a logical sequence. That's all that I'm requesting. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thanks. Honorable Mazibuko. Okay, let's move to 8. Yeah, we'll deal with how we restructure the section, Doctor. No problem. Let's move to 8. Okay, we are fine. 9. Fine. Let's come to SARS. 10.10. We are fine. 11. We are fine. 12. That's fine. 13.
Chairperson, if I could come in here on 13.
Yes, Dr. Berg.
Chair, I would suggest that the sentence ends with the NTEF. And the wording there, again, this will be shared with Dr. Floppy and the team post the chat. But the wording suggested is the committee urges SARS to ensure that its systems, especially those that deal with non-compliance reporting, prioritize ease of use and information gathering rather than being overly onerous and containing too many mandatory fields. That's the proposed addition, Chair. Some of the committee members might recall our conversation with the Commissioner last week, where they also indicate that it's probably worth relooking at these mandatory or required fields.
Okay.
That's the end now, but I've got another addition at 10:14.
Okay. Let's move to 14.
Just before that section, I would suggest we add an action of these voting
Dr. Berg,
which can urgently in place.
I struggle to hear you. You seem to have a connectivity challenge. Can you repeat what you wanted to say under 14? Sister Tebogo Butle, is it me or is it Dr. Berg who has a connectivity challenge?
It's Dr. Burke, Chairperson.
Dr. Berg. Dr. Berg, are you there?
I'm still here, and I'll share the wording, Dr. Pope. It's basically on the VAT IT systems for SARS.
Okay. Yeah, there's a connectivity challenge on your side. Okay, please share that in writing. 15. We are fine. Honorable Mazibuko, sorry. Honorable Mazibuko.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Chairperson. I would like to add on 10.15, Chair, that the committee recommends that SARS have a comprehensive approach to dealing with double taxation agreements and compliance patterns to be reported in the period of the MTBPS.
Okay. Please send that right up to Dr. Lope so that he can
Okay.
find a way of
Thanks.
inserting
Thanks,
it.
Chair.
Pleasure. Let's go to Tax Ombud 16. We're fine. FIC 17. We're fine. 18. We're fine. 19. We're fine. 20. Okay, we're aligned. 21. Okay, fine. 22. JPA. We're fine. 23. We're fine. 24. Fine. 25. Fine. 26. Aligned. 27. Fine. 28. Fine. Let's move to the next entity. GTech 29. We're fine. 30. It's fine. 31. Fine. Accounting Standards Board 32. Fine. 33. Fine. 34. Fine. ERBA 35. It's fine. 36. Fine. 37. Fine. 38. FSCA. We are aligned. 39. We are fine. 40. Fine. 41. Well, okay. 42. Well, okay. 43.
Yeah.
Honorable Squatty.
On 43 FSCA, can we as well, Chair, note the publication of pension fund stats covering the private sector, but also further note that the report does not publish allocation patterns of the private sector pension fund. And it would be, I think, good for the committee if we were to at least get the asset allocation of pension funds of private players, which could then also be included in the public report so that we're able to understand and have a holistic picture of the asset allocations in the country. I think that would give us a better picture of what we are dealing with here. Thanks, Chair.
Okay, thanks, Honorable Squatty. That will be captured. 44. Ombuds Council. We're fine. 45. We're aligned. 45. 46. We're okay. 47. Fine. PFA. 48. Fine. 49. We're fine. Land Bank. 50. Okay. 51. Okay. 52. Fine. 53. Fine. 54. It's okay. 55. That's fine. 56. It's okay. 57. DBSA. We're okay. 58. We're fine. 59. We're okay. We're fine. 61. We're okay. 62. We're okay. We're okay.
Chair, I think Honorable Sekwati earlier had a contribution to make on this section, on the DBSA.
Do you still have
Yes, Chair. I think I'd put the cart before the horse then, because I really feel very strongly that perhaps as a committee, we need to really recommend that DBSA, as it is participating in the credit guarantee vehicle, it should establish, should actually the credit guarantee vehicle should be established by the state and should have majority, as it has majority private ownership. The state and the DBSA should actually find a better way of increasing the ownership of both the DBSA and National Treasury in that credit guarantee vehicle, so that the state has got becomes as well part of the majority players, and it's able to partner with the World Bank and other FDIs, so that the state through National Treasury and DBSA could as well find a better way of influencing mechanisms, but also the operations of this credit guarantee vehicle. So if we find a way in which DBSA could actually develop a ring-fence credit guarantee vehicle, that would actually help us to find a better way of participating within the World Bank and the other DFIs. Thanks.
Assist us in scribbling something and send it to Dr.
Okay.
Globe.
Okay, thanks.
Chair, could I come in here, please?
Dr. Beck?
I'm just not sure what Honorable Sekwati is saying. I'm going to try and put it in language that I might be able to follow. I think he's saying that he would like to see a credit guarantee vehicle in South Africa. You would like to see the DBSA setting up that credit guarantee vehicle. And then I think he might be saying he wants the state to fund that credit guarantee vehicle. And I think he wants to do all of the above because he wants to have a more active role in let's say what debt gets underwritten or guaranteed. What I'm not clear on is exactly what he's asking for and exactly what the purpose is. And I wonder if before we commission Dr. Flope to try and take something ambiguous and make it concrete, he could just try and explain to us exactly what his stated aim is and his method of getting there. I'm trying to follow, I'm trying to understand, I'm just not there yet.
Okay. So you want him to clarify what he's proposing?
Please, Chair.
Honorable Squad, did you hear what Dr. Beck is saying?
Chair, I'm saying that you need, for instance, for World Bank, we're already participating within the World Bank. And there is already the National Guarantee Credit Vehicle that is in operation. I think many countries are actually setting that up in their own countries, which as well deals with their level of participation, but also risk management in terms of debt issues. Now, if as a state we do not have such, it would mean that we would be found to be high risk, but as well we would not be able to participate at the same level as other countries. At the moment, the National Treasury and World Bank have that credit guarantee vehicle, which is the state has got a very minimal role that it is playing because of its minority status. That now, what I'm suggesting is that the state should find a way of increasing that credit guarantee and be able to work through the DBSA as a development bank in the country to be able to participate with that, because at the moment we have supported the special appropriations with allocated 2 billion for that guarantee vehicle, but which is very, very minimal. And I'm saying, what I'm suggesting is that we should find a way of actually increasing that, because at the moment it's 2 billion that we have actually allocated through that special appropriations. I think we dealt with that just recently through National Treasury report. Thanks.
Chairperson,
Dr. Berg.
I think I'm starting to follow a bit more about what Honorable Sekwati is saying. I fear that the numbers aren't quite accurate. He's talking about an amount allocated in a special appropriation bill, which of course it's in the name that's an outlier. But to Transnet alone, we've given more than 140 billion in credit guarantees in the last year. So it's not that the state it's underwriting a dangerous level of debt at this point with no parliamentary oversight, which does happen elsewhere in the world. So I'm just not sure that the thing that Honorable Sekwati is trying to solve for is a problem in the way that he's articulating now. It's a problem in the opposite direction, that too much of this is happening. Now, if what he's saying is he's happy with the amount of debt that we're extending, I wouldn't agree with him, but I would understand what he's saying there. And he might then say, for the level of debt that we're guaranteeing, we want to have more influence and control. That's probably something interesting, and it's worth asking Treasury to help us think about it. But as it stands at the moment, I'm not sure what we're asking the DBSA to do, and I'm not sure that it's a good idea. I would appreciate some wording on this, and then maybe we can deliberate it from there.
Okay, Chair, thanks. Chair, I'm saying at the moment, it's National Treasury is actually playing that role. And I was saying we should be looking at the possibility of DBSA, being the one that plays a prominent role in terms of setting up that credit guarantee vehicle. But I'll put it up in a paragraph so that we can look at it. Thanks, Chair.
No, okay, no problem. Okay, let's go to 10.65. Okay, Dr. Berg.
I'm on 10.66, Chair, once we get there.
10.66, daybreak.
Chair, there's a sentence that ends use of bankable feasibility studies before investment approval. And I, again, will share this wording, but would suggest that we add the committee requests an update on whether a lack of bankable feasibility studies have occurred with other investments besides Bambili, as well as an update of consequence management for this lack of due diligence. And then to also add another sentence that says the committee requests that the PIC includes clear and detailed annexures of its unlisted investments, property and business, in its annual reports. For each investment, these should include initial capital invested, date of investment, subsequent capital investment, and return on investment and current valuation. I'll share those proposed changes with Dr. Glope and the team.
Okay. 6.7. Okay. 6.8. Okay, 6.9.
Chair, on 6.8.
Okay, 6.8. Honorable Sekwati.
I hope I'm on the right platform. I'm in paragraph, Chair. It's 10.68, right? It's on a PIC.
Yes.
That we should, the committee should actually welcome the structuring support of the listed land-listed and property portfolio of the PIC, increasing a focused approach on the asset class. However, Chair, we did not have much of, between the listed and the non-listed. Now, the recommendation was that, Chair, let's have the PIC, let's say that the PIC should have an ecosystem approach to supporting non-listed companies, working with other DFIs and develop a pipeline of bankable and non-listed companies to enable an increase in non-listed asset allocation. Because in terms of the allocation that the non-listed should be having, PIC is actually far from getting to that target. And in terms of what we have already seen, it does not really suggest that PIC had a focused approach and in terms of support to the non-listed, so that we are able to minimize the risk, but as well we are able to see return on investment in terms of the non-listed. So that's what I'm suggesting, Chair, that it should be in a very, very focused manner, so that we are able to really minimize the risk that it's already there, that we have actually seen. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you. Sister Tebuho and
Chairperson.
okay, wait back. I see Mautwe. Is she struggling to join in? What's happening here?
Chair, I'm
Mautwe,
in. So I've been battling with the network. I'm in the village.
Uko Moses Kotan.
Yes, Chair.
You're welcome. Yeah, I saw you in the waiting room. Okay, thanks, Honorable Squatty. Dr. Berg.
Chairperson, I don't mean to find myself on the opposite end of every conversation with Honorable Sekwati today, but I do, unfortunately. I think we're almost there with the report. The suggestions that he's made now goes counter to everything this committee has seen for the last 2 years. And it's also counter the interest of the people actively invested in the PIC. When we speak to pensioners, be that pension associations or organized labor, everybody is indicating to us that they are horrified of the underperformance of the unlisted investment. And the only thing they care about the PIC doing is being a good custodian of pensioners' assets so that they can retire after having served South Africa over the course of a career. It is bizarre that we would want to double down on a space within the PIC that has produced no returns. We know that almost all of the dodgy stuff happening at the PIC is happening in the unlisted space, and it's not producing the returns that pensioners expect. I simply cannot understand how we're focusing more energy in trying to get more unlisted investments supported when that's exactly where the pensioners' money is leaking.
Okay.
Sure. Can I clarify?
Let me clarify something. While Dr. Ruel Koza was the chairperson of PIC, the standing committee with the PIC agreed that the issue of the unlisted should be taken care of, and there should be more emphasis on that. You can't lock out those who are unlisted, because now women, youth, people with disability, those who are not at the same level with big companies in the stock exchange are finding it very difficult to get into the space of the PIC. So the matter of the unlisted is not new. Look at the legacy reports, those of, if you can go into the records. So there is a decision in this regard. So I don't think it's a matter that we should go. If you have got a different view, say you don't agree, but there is a decision in this regard. Dr. Beck.
Chairperson?
Yes, Dr. Beck.
There are a couple of
Yes.
challenges with what you've now said. The first is we cannot bind ourselves by the decision of a previous parliament. This is the 7th parliament, and we must make our own decisions, and we will make our own decisions. And we will do that in a democratic way where no single party controls the majority. But the second challenge with what you've now said, Chairperson, is the unlisted investments. We are finally able to shine a bit more light in there than we have historically. And what we know now is over the last decade, those investments, not even accounting for inflation, has not even grown by, anything in line with what a pensioner would expect, in the vicinity of 1%. So to be agnostic to that numerical reality at the expense of the people who contributed to the pension fund and say, no, we're going to keep focusing on the unlisted space because somehow we think that's our mandate instead of preserving and growing the assets. It is absolutely data agnostic. It's exactly the wrong way to go about this, and it's not what pensioners want us to do. So Chairperson, this Parliament must make its own decisions, and it must make those decisions based on data, not vibes, not anecdotes, not feelings, on the things that will support pensioners. And at the moment, I'm not hearing any data to support the case that we should support more unlisted investments. In fact, we have all the data to indicate we should be doing exactly the opposite.
Okay. Let's get this thing. If a parliament takes a decision, it remains a decision, whether that decision has been taken by the first or the second. If you have to change that decision, you say, let's change that decision. So you can't say that we are not bound by previous decision. Parliament doesn't work like that. I think that must be corrected, Dr. Beck. So you have a different view on this matter. It's noted. And what Honorable Squatty has said is also noted. And that's what PIC has agreed upon. The PIC doesn't have a problem in this regard. It can't be that PIC fund big business only and leave out small businesses in this.
We're saying like, let's not mess with this. So it's a decision.
Chairperson, can I come in here?
Wait, there's Honorable Squad here.
Thanks, Chair. Chair, I think we should take it from the premise that PIC does not really decide in terms of which areas to invest. It's GPF that says, would like you to invest this particular percentage in this area and that area. Now, PIC is actually below. And what we're saying is that, yes, but you've got SMMEs that must be able to participate within this, and they must find an access. But that access, what we are saying, Chair, is that in terms of the reports that we got, is that the support, but also in terms of the decision making at the PIC level, is not at the level at which makes those SMMEs to successfully, but also to be able to be sustainable in terms of their participation. So we would want a focused way that minimizes the risk that Dr. Beck is talking about. However, Chair, when even in the listed, you still have risks. Yes, it's performing very well, but in this case, would want, because it actually shows you that the support was very, very minimal in terms of what was happening in the non-listed, which then renders it very, very much unproductive. And what we are saying is that you cannot do away with the SMMEs. SMMEs must continuously be supported to be part of this. But if you do not have a focused approach, but also a focused support, SMMEs will continue to fail, just like the listed. If listed, all these listed, some of them started as SMMEs, and they went on to become big companies and they got listed. So I'm just saying we can't, as a country, we can't. If we say we must then close, the non-listed funding, then what are we saying? It means that what we are necessarily saying is that let us do away with SMME support in this country, and they are not important to play a role in the economic development of this country. And I don't think that's what, as a committee, is what we should be standing for. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, let's proceed. We got the views.
Chairperson, sorry, you asked me to wait. I waited.
Okay, Dr. Beck.
Chairperson, we sit with a patent difficulty here. We have the IDC, we have the DBSA, we have a whole ministry devoted to small business development, and that's not counting all of the private sector, venture capital, and angel investors that operate in the space of supporting businesses from conception to viability, and eventually from startup to scale up. And we are trying to force fit the largest asset manager on the continent to try and allocate more capital, to go beyond even a previous decision, to the exact asset class that has caused it such reputational damage over the last 2 years, that we now know from data is underperforming on its investments, and that is actually causing quite a bit of friction in how this parliament interacts with the PIC. It gives nobody joy to be at war with them the whole time, but it is what's needed to protect pensioners. And now we're saying, well, all of that aside, let's put more money into the likes of Daybreak and Bambili and watch that money leak out, because somehow we are agnostic to the data. I simply cannot understand what decision is being made here, why it's being made, why we're disregarding all the entities set up with exactly the purpose of supporting businesses in a way that I think you and Honourable Sekwati would like to see them supported. And I just want to understand why we are doubling down on something that's clearly not working.
It's the policy of government to support SMEs. Let's move to the next item. We'll vote on.
Chairperson, I don't understand. It might be the policy of government to support these things. I don't understand how we're forcing pensioners to support it when they don't want to.
Pensioners don't have a problem.
Chair,
They don't have a problem, Chair. Can we have that conversation with Kusatu?
No. There's never been such. We can call Kosato here. We can call Dr. Maluleke, who's representing Kosato there. He will tell you what it means. Dr. Maluleke,
Can I suggest then that if we want to include this, then we have a consultation with organized labor, starting with Kosato, and we hear from them directly whether they want to support these underperforming, corrupt investments like you're suggesting.
We were in a meeting. We were in a meeting with PIC 2 weeks back, and we discussed this matter. Nobody differed with us. We were
Was Kusatu there, Chairperson?
Dr. Beck, do you want me to chair this meeting, or you want to take over?
No, Chair, I just don't want you to mislead the public. You're saying you had a meeting while we're talking about labor, and now you're talking about the meeting with the PIC. Who was in that meeting?
Do you want to chair this meeting so that I hand it over?
I would love to, Chairperson, but while you're chairing it, you can just answer the question.
Chair, can I come in, please? My hand has been up.
Yes, I will come to you, Dr. Dr. Beck, don't conduct business in that manner. You had your views in the previous items here. Nobody disrupted you. Now that when other members are making their views, you want to brandish everything, you want to disrupt, and don't do that. Because if they do...
Now it's becoming personal. I do not take kindly to you calling me disrupting and brandishing. I was merely engaging with you in the level that you were engaging with me. You still haven't answered the question. You are now actively trying to mislead the public. If you want to have a debate, we can have it. We don't need to become personal about it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that to the chairperson.
Don't lecture me on what I should and should not do, Chairperson.
Read the rules of the parliament. Don't do that. There's a chairperson.
If one of the two of us is at risk of breaching the rules, it is you shutting down people before they've even spoken on a point of order. I understand the rules very well. I'm not behaving outside of the rules. If you want to have a debate, we can have a debate. If you want to use your power to stifle debate in this setting, that's fine too, but don't make it about me, Chairperson.
Dr. Beck, we have never suppressed you since we started this meeting, but allow other members to make their views. Please be tolerant of other views. That's what we are saying. Honorable Squati, Honorable Mazibuko.
Thanks, Chair. Chair, I think Dr. Beck must make it very clear. Because here we're not talking giving mandate to PIC. GPF, which is the one giving mandate to PIC, which is investing on its at its behest, is the one that says would want to see non-listed. They've never said they've changed the mandate. And as a matter of fact, PIC have not lived up to that mandate. And for us, it's not to change the mandate of GPF that has been given to PIC. What we are saying is that PIC, because we've got this mandate in terms of non-listed, would want you, because of the past experience, would want you to have a focused approach in terms of this SMMEs, so that you are able to minimize the risk. So we're not changing any. Now it is Dr. Beck who is saying, even though GPF has given you this mandate, do away with this mandate. Because this is not our fund. It is the GPF fund that gives mandate to PIC. And if PIC does not live up to that mandate, PIC would be failing. And what we are saying from our observation is that PIC has not been able to support SMMEs in the manner that it was supposed to focus on. And therefore, it needs to change and be able to up their stake in terms of how they are able to support this, unless up to the time when GPF has changed the mandate in terms of supporting SMMEs, in terms of their participation. We, as Parliament, we cannot change that mandate. And I don't think, Dr. Beck, we have got that authority as a committee to change the mandate. So if any labor organization or COSATU or whoever would want to change, they must go through the GPF and say, GPF will no longer want to see non-listed being participants in this fund. So that is how it should be done. So we can't go to PIC and give them a new mandate when PIC itself does not mandate itself. It gets that mandate from GPF. So I think, Dr. Beck, let's get the basic of this PIC fund, so that we do not come up with our own, thinking in terms of how it functions, but follow how it functions, but also be able to understand that if you want to grow local economy, there is no way that you are going to do away with SMMEs. And it's a general practice anyway. If you look at the level of the death rate of your SMMEs, it is not because so it's inherent. It is because of the lack of focused support in terms of SMMEs in this country. So I don't think we should continue to perpetuate something that we know has been a challenge in this country. So let's really look at that mortality rate and what it is causing it, because it has not been an inherent fact that if there's an SMME that is being established, therefore it must die. It's not inherent. It is because of the environment that they are operating in. And therefore, we should find a way of harnessing and enhancing what GPF is trying to do through PIC, and not try to reverse what GPF is actually, mandating to PIC. Thanks, Chair.
Thanks, Honorable Scotty. Honorable Mazibuk.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, Honorable Dr. Mkashane Maswanganyi. Chair, I think firstly, Honorable Squati has covered me in that advocating for the support of the SMMEs is not a sin, but it's something So the same rules should apply. If I am not comfortable about what the chair is saying or the ruling of the chair, I should raise that in a respective manner, not to show my muscle to the communities, because these meetings are recorded. I mean, these meetings are flighted. The communities are listening and watching these committee meetings. So we cannot behave as if we are children here, just because we do not like or we don't subscribe to the proposals that are being made. So whatever we are doing, Chair, we should not bring down the decorum of the meeting. So that's what I wanted to say, so that we don't have this situation in future. We can't be sitting here and listening to this way of meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mazuko. Dr. Beck?
Chairperson, let's maybe start at the end there with Honorable Mazibuko. It seems that the ANC reverts to the comfort blanket of decorum and how one should engage at their own discretion of when that applies. When we had JIPA here, you wouldn't even take a point of order, Chair. You shut it down. And so if we're going to talk about rules and how those are applied uniformly, let's start there. But I'm happy to leave that there for the moment so we can engage on the issue, which is what we should have been doing from the start. And if members are uncomfortable with members of parliament engaging with each other robustly, I would either advise them to grow a thicker skin or find a different profession, because we will engage robustly. And there shouldn't be an issue with that. Now, Chair, onto the issue at hand. I want to understand whether maybe the GEPF mandate has changed regarding the PIC. I hear everything Honourable Sekwati is saying, but I'm not sure that the GEPF mandate has stayed the same in terms of their desired risk exposure to unlisted investments. And I think it might be worth calling into this committee and asking them. You will note, and I think Honourable Sekwati has noted, that there's been a decline in the number of new unlisted investments at the PIC. Yet the GEPF hasn't complained at all. It's only the parliamentarians who have complained. And I don't think we should be talking on the GEPF's behalf. And then, Chairperson, while we're at it, if we're calling the GEPF to come tell us what their mandate is, let us also then call in pension associations and organized labor and ask them what it is they'd like to see from the biggest asset manager on the continent. And whether the biggest issue they're confronted with as organized labor pension associations is unlisted investments and the so-called under-allocation to these unlisted investments, or whether they are actually more concerned about a leaky bucket and corruption at the PIC. So let's start there. Let's get the information directly from them, and then let's make an assessment. Thank you, Chair.
Dr. Beck, you seem to be impinging on the credibility of the chairperson. Rule 1 on record that you are not agreeing with what Honorable Squati is saying.
I'll again emphasize to you that it's not exactly clear to me throughout the course of this meeting exactly what Honorable Sekwati is saying, but it sounded like he wanted to double down on unlisted investments. And to answer your question,
Okay, let's proceed. Honorable Squati.
Thanks.
Honorable
I don't think Dr. Beck should actually, just summarize what I've said through double down. Because that's not what I'm suggesting. I'm not saying we must blindly just double down on SMMEs. I am saying we're talking about the support that is necessary. Unless he's saying we must just do away, it must be very clear. Dr. Beck, I think you need to be very clear what you are saying. You are saying we should get rid of the non-listed, the SMMEs, entirely within the PIC. Because unless we support, then we are saying we must just close it down. That's what we are saying. And it must be very clear. I shouldn't just be saying double down, because here I've never said double down. I said we need to give a focused support on SMMEs as much as we're giving support to the listed. So where is the double down here? And there's nothing wrong in terms of increasing participation of SMMEs. There's nothing wrong. So I think we should get it so that when you sum up, Chair, it should not be on the basis of what Dr. Beckett said. Thanks, sir.
Chairperson. Chairperson.
Dr. Beck.
I've attempted through the course of this meeting to understand what Honorable Sekwati is saying. I'm still committed to doing so. I'm, from my side, not saying that we should do away with unlisted investments entirely. I'm saying, one, there's a deep problem with corruption within this space. And I'm saying, two, let us not increase allocations while that is the case, especially when there are other organizations better suited to provide that support. Could Honorable Sekwati, in the spirit of trying to understand each other, explain to me what he thinks the difference is between doubling down into unlisted investments and increasing, as he says now, support to unlisted investments? Is there a distinction in his mind?
Okay.
Through your chair, I am saying Dr. Beck should not summarize my input in terms of just increase. I spoke about support pipeline. Now, Dr. Beck is just saying, it's like I'm saying, we must just increase without doing anything blindly, neglect of what is actually happening in terms of the non-listed space. We are aware of the challenges. Hence, we are saying, let us find that focused support. So we are aware of the challenges, and we are agreeing that we should not risk the investment, but it should be that whatever happens, we have had proper focused pipeline support for the SMMEs. And because Dr. Beck, don't run away from the fact that you don't want SMMEs to participate. I think we should be open. I mean, nobody is saying that you can't have a view. We are Democrats. We would allow you to have a view, But what we're saying is that we still need them. As if you agree that we still need them, then let's give them focused support. And that's what I'm suggesting. Thank you, Chair.
Chairperson.
Okay, speak and then we proceed. Dr.
Yeah,
Chairperson,
Chair, I also wanted, Chair.
I will come to you, Mautwe, and Makube, are you also raising your hand?
Yes, Chair, my hand is raised.
Chair, I raised
It has
my
been raised for
Chair,
a long time.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Can you speak before Dr. Beck? Because he's been
Yeah, can we
speaking.
speak? Yeah. Want to speak before Dr. Beck? I agree.
Okay. Let me get my gadget right. I pressed the wrong button here. Now the screen is showing me flames. Let me allow Dr. Beck, then I'll come to Mautwe and Makube. Dr. Beck, over to you.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, I spent half a decade of my life investing in small businesses at scale. So the inference now from Honorable Sekwati that I don't support small businesses personally or we as a party is just bizarre. That at no point is what I was saying. It does seem to me like the versions of what Honorable Sekwati would like to include here is changing as we're progressing. He's now in his last submission used the word support pipeline, and I missed the word pipeline in any prior submissions on this point. Could I suggest as a way forward, Chair, that he gives us in writing these proposed changes to this paragraph and that we engage from there?
Okay, so you support that the PIC should support small businesses. You agree?
Chairperson, if we can deal with the corruption in the unlisted space, then having that as part of a mix is not patently problematic. The problem is growing in terms of corruption in the unlisted space, and as long as that is the case, it is absolutely removed from data to double down support there. We should manage down the support until the corruption is solved there. You have a lesser likelihood of this level of corruption in the listed space because of all the governance measures in place in the listed space. So I am saying simply to you that we cannot increase financial support to the unlisted space while this is going on. And the DA, not myself, is saying that all unlisted support should go away as of today. We have to be data-driven in how we manage this risk down for the benefit of pensioners. I cannot state it more simply than that, Chairperson.
Okay. Honorable Mautwe, then Makube.
Yeah, no, thank you, Chair. I also want to echo the sentiments made by Memam Mazibu that we can't have the Chair making a ruling and in between the ruling be made, he gets interrupted. It's wrong, Chair. We're going to, if you allow it, we're going to do it. We can do it ourselves. So please don't allow that to happen once again. And Chair, it's the issue here is political. It's an ideological contestation. In all fairness, you will never agree with Dr. Beck. We will never agree with him on this point and many other points, by the way, because we sit on two separate worlds. Our constituency is different from his constituency. He's speaking on behalf of his constituency for his constituency. And he's got the right to do that the same way we do when we speak for our own constituency. It is very wrong to say you can't increase support because there's corruption. And in actual fact, you're attributing the corruption only to SMMEs, as if big businesses do not do corruption. Actually, it becomes even more undemocratic to say we will do support to this section of the society and we leave these ones because these ones are perceived to be corrupt. It's very wrong. Corruption is a problem. We agree, all of us. But it can't have a color or it can't have a section because it's everywhere. For our decision cannot be based on the fact that we are saying this section of the society, which is the SMMEs, which if you look at who are these SMMEs, it will tell you why Dr. Beck will never agree with us on this point. So we're wasting time, Chair. Let's move on this point. We will never meet each other here. The problem is that you, comrades, you invited people in the GNU who don't agree with you ideologically. Now we're sitting with this situation. Chair, please, let's move.
Thanks, Honorable Mautwe. Honorable Makube. Honorable Makube.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Am I audible?
You were cutting.
Can
Now
the
we
meeting hear me? Because I'm struggling with connection here.
can hear you now.
Now you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Honorable Chair, I think it's very, it's not correct that the Honorable Berg undermines Honorable Squatter in the manner which he did in this meeting. Honorable Berg, you must be told, if you have a different view, do not undermine the wisdom and the intellect of Comrade Squad to the point of telling him that you don't understand what his mind is thinking. That's his view. If he has put forward a view, but don't undermine his intelligence in the manner which you did. Secondly, I want to bring up a matter which was brought in one committee meeting, Honorable Chair, which was raised by Honorable Berg, since he's also bringing other issues that happened in other meetings. Honorable Berg says in the meeting, this portfolio committee has all the answers for PIC. He has cast aspersions on us as members of this committee because of the views that he has on PIC. And he did not bring any substantive issue that says why he believes that we have answers for PIC. That in itself I found very troubling. But I want to put it on record here that as members of this committee, if we believe and have a view that PIC must increase its portfolio on unlisted. If Honorable Berg has a different view, he must not shut down. You must be told you cannot undermine us here. If you think you've got the wisdom of us here, we've also got our own minds. Honorable Squad person that you are going to allow Honorable Berg to be saying his
Yeah, I would have found it hard to follow under normal
summarizing
circumstances.
what members are
Honorable Makovela, we are losing you.
I think she's left the meeting, Chair.
Honorable Makovela. Okay. Can we proceed so that I summarize on this matter? And we
Chair,
proceed.
would you allow me to make one more submission?
Okay. Make it when we are getting Makovela back.
It wasn't on her point, Chair. It was on Honorable Meltware's point.
No. Let's pass
Chair,
that.
Chair, I'm back. As I was concluding, I would plead with you that in the interest of this committee working together in harmony, you must not allow this thing of Honorable Berg coming to summarize our submissions. Who is he to be summarizing our views? Our views must be summarized by the chairperson. If you don't understand, you ask a point of clarity, but you cannot begin to want to understand what Honorable Squad is saying and undermining his views. That's my submission, Chair. This Honorable Berg must stop it. You must not allow that, Chair. And you must be told, Honorable Berg, what you are doing is order and you are not. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Let me get into the issue of unlisted in terms of the PIC police. I have it here before me. Let me read it for you and then we close this matter. We go to Sasria. The PIC.
Chair, I had my hand raised before you do that so that I'm able to give the written recommendation and what I was saying, so that when you conclude, you are able to summarize everything.
Okay,
If
thanks.
you may allow me, Chair. Thank you.
Okay.
Chair, the recommendation is that the PIC should work with other DFIs, such as the IDC, NEF, the private venture capital that support SMMEs, to improve the productivity of the PIC non-listed. That's my suggestion, that we add it so that we are able to, if there is anything that is disagreeable on that one, then I think we can take it there. But I thought I should just give that wording before you summarize. Thanks, Chair.
Okay. According to the PIC, in their official document on unlisted, they've got what we call unlisted investment strategy. The PIC invests in unlisted investments on behalf of 4 clients, namely the GEPF, UIF, CC, and CP. These investments are not listed on a registered exchange and thus provide portfolio diversification benefits given the low correlation to listed investment. Unlisted investments seek to invest directly into the economy to generate financial and social returns for our clients, the country, and the continent. This empowers us to catalyze investments in certain sectors and industries through crowding in other public and private funders. We achieve social returns through leading, promoting, and advocating for the adoption of sustainability principles, thereby promoting job creation, retention, new enterprises, triple BEE transformation, economic inclusion, and ESG. This applies to South Africa and the rest of Africa. That's what is in the PIC policy. So let's close this matter. Let's go to the next one. Sasria.
Chairperson.
No. I've ruled. No more.
What's your ruling exactly, Chairperson?
The ruling is what is contained in the PIC policy, as suggested by Honorable Squad and supported by Mautwe and Mama Kuben. Let's go to Sasria.
Are you saying, Chairperson, that the Honorable Sekwati will send us his wording as he's now said in his last submission, and we will consider including that?
We'll do as all of us have done in terms of making recommendations. But the issue of...
No, I've got it. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, the issue of unlisted is what is in the policy of PIC. I was reading you the policy of the PICs here before me. So let's go to Sasria. Dr. Topen. $70. It's fine. 71. Fine. 72. That's fine. 73. Fine. 74. Fine. 75. Okay, that's conclusion. There we are. The report has been considered with all those amendments as members were suggesting. There we are. Any mover for the adoption of the report with those amendments? Honorable Maz.
Chairperson, please note that the DA reserves our vote on this report.
I will come to you, Dr. Beck. We start by adopting. Honorable Mazibugo.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Maswanganyi. I move for the adoption of this report with the amendments. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable Squatty, are you seconding?
I'm seconding, Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Dr. Beck, now you can come.
Thank you, Chair. As I said, reserved.
Reserved. Any other view?
Thank you, Chair. Please note the objection of the EFF.
EFF objects. Okay, there we are.
Chair, can I just get clarity quickly? You referenced Honorable Maatwe earlier in support of Honorable Sekwati's proposed submission, but they are now objecting. From what we learned from the fiscal framework process, it does seem that if somebody is objecting, then it's a bit harder to incorporate their points in the report that they end up objecting to. Can we just get clarity on that, Chair?
Chairperson, please, I've raised my hand. I'm not sure if you are able to notice my hand.
There's something wrong with my gadget this side. Over to you, Honorable Van Rijn.
No, I thought maybe you are addressing the speaker that came before me, before maybe I come in.
No. We have passed what he's saying. We are now on the option and the objection.
All right, yeah. No, Chair, please note the objection of MK Party. And I think one must indicate that we can't wait as MK Party for a day. And we don't think that day is far from now, because it seems as if the ancestors of our revolution, the National Democratic Revolution, seems to be responding positively to our plea that we need to deal with the governance model of this country, because it doesn't address the original mission of our revolution, which is to empower our people. And definitely, we can't wait for a day as MK Party where all of us, those who believe in empowerment of the less privileged masses of this country, but also those of us who believe in open access to financial services and the finances of this country to the masses of our people, to sit down around the table and spend, like we did from 9 o'clock, this valuable time to discuss on how we take this agenda forward. And we are reassured by the latest development that definitely that moment of us as those who want our people to be properly empowered is not far from today. So definitely, Chair, there's no way in which we are going to support this report or this budget vote, because this budget vote fell short of dealing with the real challenges that are facing our people. So with those few words, Chair, thank you very much. And we are very much somehow disturbed by the disagreements that have been ensuing in these deliberations since the beginning of this meeting. But anyway, we expect such things under this so-called GNU setup that we are made, that is being forced through our throats. Thank you very much. We are not going to support this form. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Let me take this opportunity. In the past I think it's 2 weeks, Honorable Kanyani and Honorable Makubele were not here. We congratulated Honorable Kanyani on obtaining honors degree in public administration from Stellenbosch University. And then also Honorable Makubele for obtaining Masters of Public Administration from UWC. I'm restating this because both of them were not here. So I see today they are in the platform. So congratulations. And anyone who also graduates, please let us know so that we can acknowledge you. We really thank you so much for making such an academic progress. And then also, let me thank the
Chairperson, sorry to keep interrupting you. I saw Honorable Beasley's hand was also up, and I know that you've been struggling with your device.
No, but Dr. Beck, this is totally out of order. You can't be doing this. We're not going to sit around here and watch you undermine the chairperson like this. We've been quiet because we wanted the ANC comrades to protect the chairperson. But we'll have to come in and protect him. And this is not the first time, Chair. I said in one of the meetings, why must Dr. Beck be the one summarizing everything that you are saying? He's not our supervisor. This white supremacist feeling of Dr. Beck is wrong and must be condemned. You're not our boss here. You're not our supervisor here. We're not going to be listening to you doing as you please. The chair is summarizing, is closing the meeting.
Yes, he's closing.
Respect
That's
the
right.
chairperson.
That's the problem, Honorable Amatwe. We haven't heard from Action SA, and I'm merely correcting the chairperson because he's struggling with his device.
Dr. Beck, you are not the chairperson of this meeting. Dr. Beasley has no problem speaking to the chairperson. If he has got a problem with the device, he opens his mic and call me. So I don't know since when are you the spokesperson of Honorable Beasley. I don't remember suppressing Honorable Beasley.
Chairperson, I'm getting very tired of all the lectures. Get on with it.
No, stop it.
I
don't.
My hand is also up on the matter.
I don't like what you are doing, Dr. Beck. You must stop these tendencies of yours. You must stop it. Please.
Chairperson, can you stop with the lectures?
You must stop that. Don't do that. Don't do it. And don't test my patience. Please.
Chair, can you please note me?
Stop it. Yeah. It's unfortunate that when I'm closing the meeting, there has to be this kind of conversation.
Chairperson, where does Action SA stand on this report, please?
Who are you to speak for Action SA? You are a DA leader. You are not.
Your device isn't working, Chairperson, and you're conducting this meeting in a way that opens us up to challenges.
Stop it. You are not Action SA. You are not voted by Action SA. Honorable Beasley has got a direct contact with me. If he has got a problem, sometimes he calls, he writes a message to my phone, he writes a message on the chat box. If there's a problem with the mic opening, he calls. So stop it. Your behavior is uncalled for, and you should not repeat it. Don't do that.
Are you done lecturing me, Chair?
Stop it. Don't behave like that.
You'll stop lecturing me, Chair.
I'm not lecturing you. I'm saying you must behave when you are in this meeting.
That's worse.
Yeah, don't come with those tendencies. And don't test my patience.
What tendencies are those, Chairperson?
Yes, I'm a human being.
No, Chair, remove Dr. Beck from the group. No,
It's-
no. Remove him from this meeting.
The
Really, he doesn't
tendencies,
want to
Dr.
be in the
Beck,
meeting.
your tendencies are
doesn't want to be in the
white
meeting.
supremacists. You think you're the wisdom of this committee. You must be told, Dr. Beck, you do not hold the wisdom of Oz in this committee. And you will not tell us how to conduct the meeting and not tell the chair how to conduct the meeting. You must be told. There's only one chairperson here. The fact that you want to summarize on each and every item, I think the speaker must get in here and appoint you to have your own committee where you'll be summarizing us. Chair,
Sounds
unfortunately, I have to talk over you because my hand is raised. But I want to address this thing of Beg, of Honorable Beg, if you allow.
No, okay, no, address it.
Honorable Beg, this is to you. Please respect us as members of this committee. In this committee, we elected only one chairperson. As the chairperson is calling for members who agree or do not agree to the report, Honorable Mawutwe says, as the EFF, they reserve, they do not agree with the report, and she states her case. You come in, you want to summarize and say the EFF, what is it that you are trying to do? The EFF has spoken for themselves. They have a person who spoke for them. You want to now speak for all the opposition parties. Chair, you must not allow that. Although I see that Beck speaks over you, but Beck must not undermine us. We are not going to allow him. We're going to speak over him if he continues to behave in this manner. Lastly, Dr. Beck, you do not hold the wisdom of monopoly of this committee. We've got our own brains here. We are here to input and to contribute meaningfully to this committee. You are not our prefect. You are not our head boy here. And you must be told straight in your face. We will not allow that behavior, Chair. And if Honorable Beck continues to do that, it means we will not allow him to speak. We'll speak over him. He will not put his point across. I rest my case, Chair.
Thanks. Okay, thanks very much. I was congratulating members of this committee, and I don't know why a member, an honorable member, when you are congratulating his colleagues, instead of also adding his voice to congratulate them, comes with something which has got nothing to do with that. I don't know what kind of a spirit is that. It's uncalled for. I was congratulating Honorable Khanyani and Honorable Makubele for their academic achievement, which is going to add lots of value in this committee. And I'm saying that those of you other members, as and when you graduate or make academic progress, let us know so that we can congratulate you. We value education. No one here in this platform, and we don't always want to talk about our academic qualifications. It's wrong because we don't want to be boisterous and behave as if we are more educated than others. It's not right. So, in that spirit, let's congratulate our colleagues. Also, I'm saying that thanks very much to the support team for putting together this report. It takes lots of effort to compile a report of this magnitude. There's a lot of research work in the background, editing, referencing, and making sure that it meets the parliamentary standard. So let's put behind us the sideshow that we have had today and the unruly behavior by a certain member, and look at the good side of what we have been doing here. We are here to represent the people of South Africa. We are here to represent the downtrodden in Northwest, in Mpumalanga, somebody who's in Malamulele, somebody who's in the Urutsi must get assistance from PIC. PIC will never in our lifetime be the preserve of the white monopoly capital. It must assist the SMEs. DBSA must assist the smallest municipality out there, which is struggling. IDC cannot only support the white monopoly capital. It must assist somebody in Dimbaza where there is a factory. It must assist the industrial complex in Hamaskral, Konkoa, Shandima, everywhere. Many parties which are here in this platform represent the downtrodden, those who were oppressed by the apartheid regime, and will never allow anybody to come here and propagate any policy that is not going to empower the people that we represent. It's unfortunate that I have to make this political statement because I was not happy in the manner that people were conducting themselves here. And I have to state as a chairperson because I'm not a judge, I'm a politician. So coming here, I come from Malamulele, where I know how people are suffering, trying to get access to organs of state that must assist them. And sometimes they don't get them. So let us not come here and speak for those who are privileged in the stock exchange. Tina, we were not voted by the stock exchange. We were voted by the poor people out there in the dusty streets of Malamulele, Giyani, Dimbaza, Wedela, and Guguletu. Thanks very much, honorable members. Thanks very much to the support team, to the media, to the public, and everybody. We'll meet again tomorrow. Sister Tebo, tomorrow we are dealing with what? The report of the president.
Yes,
On
it's a report on the FFC appointments.
Okay. So let's adjourn the meeting. We'll meet again tomorrow in the same platform. Arkansas.
You can see the chairperson.